Hey guys, welcome. Today I am going to make blueberry muffins that are low carb. I don't believe that they're exactly keto. The recipe is from KetoConnect. They are on YouTube. They have a podcast and they have a cookbook. If you saw my other video of the chicken crust pizza, they have this cookbook. I highly recommend it. Go buy it because it is fantastic. You could get it on Amazon, but they also put up new recipes on their YouTube channel, and this is one of their newer recipes, and it just looks so good. And when I went to the store today, the blueberries looked really good, and so I bought them, and luckily they are super sweet and delicious, and I am excited to make these. So if you guys want to follow along and watch me make blueberry muffins, stay tuned. Okay, so I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and I have my muffin tray with little paper cups that are like 50,000 ways of messed up, but I'm making it work. And I don't know where my silicone cups are, so hopefully that it works. But let's go ahead and get started. We are just gonna start off with a 1/4 cup of melted butter, which I already did. It's so hot here anyway, you probably don't even need to melt it in the microwave. And then, like, this is gonna be so easy. It's basically, you melt the butter and you dump all the other ingredients in. So we are going to go with 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Two teaspoons, well, we got a 1/2 teaspoon, so we're gonna do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1/4 cup of butter, and we have 1 cup of almond flour. Come on now, chew. It's humid here. We are gonna do 2 tablespoons of almond milk. We only have vanilla almond milk, so we're gonna go with that, and if anything, it just extra flavor, right? Okay. All right. And we need 2 eggs. All right, I need a towel. And let's see. Okay, it calls for a 1/4 cup of erythritol. I don't have like regular erythritol. I do have granular swerve. And I noticed I substitute this for just regular erythritol. I get this at Publix, so you can also get it on Amazon, and I'm not sure what other stores are starting to carry it. Probably like more of like the fancier restaurants, grocery stores, because Walmart does not carry it yet, but hopefully soon, because keto is super popular. So we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of this. And this is kind of pricey. Like, this here is, I think, $8 for that 1 bag. But they do come in confectioner sugar also, which is nice, because I do have recipes that call for the powdered sugar. And then 20 drops of liquid stevia. I've tried different alternative sweeteners to sugar, and of course I learned everything from KetoConnect, and this is the one that they recommended. They always link this on their videos, so of course I had to go into Amazon and buy it, and it really is. It's called Better Stevia, and it's a 0-calorie sweetener, and this is the one that leaves the least of like that awkward taste. And so it says 20 drops. It's kind of hard. It kind of comes out quickly, but you could kind of gauge. So okay, that looks like 20 drops. And then we are going to add some vanilla. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And a 1/4 teaspoon of pink salt. This is, I get this at Walmart, the Himalayan pink salt, but you can buy it anywhere. Like literally, I was at I think TJ Maxx or Ross, and they have these, even Walmart in their clearance section, they have like huge things of Himalayan pink salt. And I actually don't know like the entire science behind why this pink salt is better, especially with keto, but Matt and Mega from KetoConnect, they say so. So I do what they tell me and it works. So we're gonna go with that. All right, and then we are just going to whisk this all together. You can use a hand mixer or your whisk. It's fairly easy. Really hope these are good. They made them look so good in their video that I watched. I will try to link them down in the description box. You can watch all their other videos. They're so good, and they're based in Atlanta, and I would love to hang out with them someday and do some cooking. So I don't know. They go live every morning on Instagram, and I always post stuff. And they always read my comments and respond back to me. And the other day, I said, I am an hour and a half from you. Can I hang out? And they said, yeah, come by. We need new friends. So I was like, maybe. So, all right. So it's called for 70 grams of blueberries is what their recipe says. I do have a food scale where you can change from grams to ounces and all that. So I went ahead and did that before. And it comes out to about a 1/4 cup of blueberries. And we are going to stir those in. All right. Okay, that looks good. But you know what? I feel like I want extra blueberries. I'm gonna add more. Okay, I'm adding more because they're delicious. Because why not, right? I want to make sure all the muffin cups have a blueberry. Who knows? Maybe I'll top some after I put them in the cups. I'll just top some in there. All right. So now what we are going to do is put them in the muffin cups. Okay, I got my muffin tins with my cups. Look, they're just so jankety. I'm trying to make them stay in, but obviously with the weight of the batter, it's gonna hold them down. So we are going to scoop these in. I don't know how many, let's see. I think it said 8 on the thing, but we'll see. We'll see what we can make work. That one needs a blueberry on top. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hope these are good. You know what's like so awful with keto is whenever you spend so much money on ingredients and then you try out a recipe and it's horrible and you just feel like you wasted so much money on ingredients. I hate that. It's happened a few times. I don't think they've been KetoConnect recipes, but it has happened before. And I know that's a bummer with any, not just keto, but yeah. Groceries, ingredients are expensive. And the almond flour is pricey, and coconut flour, the sugars, they're also expensive. So you really want to have good recipes and not be disappointed. All right. I'm here scraping every last little bit out just because I don't want it to go to waste. Damn it. All right. Okay, we'll call that good. So let's look at the instructions. I just printed it off my phone. All right. 22 to 25 minutes, and then allow to cool for 5 to 10 minutes after that. So I'm gonna put these in the oven for probably about, I'll check at them around 20 minutes because you know all ovens are different. But what I saw them do on their video is once they came out and they cooled a little bit, they got the sugar, the swerve, and while the muffins were still warm, they tipped them upside down and they gave them a sugar coating on top. So I'm gonna try that because I like sugar. So let's get these into the oven. Okay, so I just pulled the muffins out of the oven and they look phenomenal. Look at these. Let's see if I can pick them up. It's so hot. But look at those. They look so good. I'm not even gonna lie, I had to go back and look at the footage and I could not remember if I added a certain ingredient and I wasn't sure if they were gonna come out, but they seem to be okay. But okay, what I want to do is dip them into the Swerve sugar and give them like that coating. Although they're not as high, I didn't fill them up enough. And I think that's my fault because the recipe says that it's supposed to make 8 muffins and I made 12. So I probably should have listened to the recipe to make them a lot thicker. That way they would actually come up over the wrapper, but I don't know. It's first time, trial and error. All right, let's dip it in. Kind of got on there. I wonder if it'll work if I just like use a spoon. Let's see. Let's hold it up. All right. We're just gonna do a dusting because we just make it work. That's all I do. All right. And you want to do this while they're still warm so that way it'll melt on and it'll stick. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of like those donuts, you know, those like cinnamon sugar coated donuts. Oh my gosh, those are like my absolute favorite donut. And Winco up in Washington, oh, they had the best. And it was like literally like 25 cents for a donut and they were so good. So, all right. Well, I guess we don't need all the sugar. Okay. I'm gonna let them set for a few minutes. That way I can taste them and not burn my mouth. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm ready to taste these muffins. If you can see, the blueberries did sink to the bottom. They did say that in their video when they made it originally, that it could happen. And let's see. It's hot. It's really good. I like the granules of the sugar on top. It adds like a different texture to it. I wonder if there's a way to prevent all the blueberries from sinking to the bottom. I know with regular baking, normally you would coat like chocolate chips or, you know, fruit in the flour and it helps prevent them from sinking. But cooking, I don't know a whole lot about cooking with like the almond flour and the coconut flour because I tried to do that and obviously it didn't work. I like them. These are really good. I could definitely eat that for breakfast. Yeah, I suggest going to KetoConnect's YouTube channel, and they also have their website, ketoconnect.net. And they have all the recipes that they do on there. They're working on their second cookbook. I'm super excited for that. I buy everything that they make. They have a Fat Bomb ebook Bible that just came out, and that's awesome. I've made several of the fat bombs in there, and they're really good. So I suggest looking into KetoConnect. These are so good. Like, I don't feel like you would be too disappointed. So, I'm gonna continue eating. I know y'all don't want to watch that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share to anybody that you may think may like this and want some low carb blueberry muffins. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.